Nothing's more frustrating than feeling invisible to the man that once loved you and were all over you and couldn't get enough of you. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what's going on with you and what to do so that you can get his heart and attention back and be showered with love and affection again, and know exactly what to do so that you can continuously create honeymoon feelings and a deeply bonded, loving union with the man that you love. You'll know what to do to be in your power and be the goddess that you truly are and be seen and treated that way by him. My name is Carolin Hauser and I'm your intimacy and relationship coach. For the best intimacy and relationship advice, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so that you can get notified every time I publish a new video, which that happens to be Monday through Friday on a daily basis. For the past 20 years, I've dedicated my life to helping myself and other people to be the best version of themselves and heal what's necessary to create amazing bonded relationships and amazing blissful lives. I've written a couple books. One is called Blossom. It's a book on sexual trauma healing, and the second one is called The Pleasure IQ, which teaches us to bring pleasure back in all areas of our lives. And I do have a thriving Facebook group where we talk about how to create a blissful life and marriage, and you're invited to join. First of all, I want to tell you, in my experience from working with so many people in this area, sex is a very personal and one of the most confusing topics. Aside from money, sex and money are the most confusing topics that we encounter in our lifetime. So I just want you to know that there's nothing wrong with you for being where you are, because magazines, the billboards, the messaging, church, parents, boyfriends, whoever you're around, the messaging that you grew up with is very confusing. Also, everything that conventional wisdom is teaching you to rekindle love doesn't really do the job. You've probably tried to squeeze yourself into some kind of a little outfit that, supposedly will turn him on, and you just felt really awkward and not like yourself. You might have even gone to the gym extensively to get it back in shape. You might have even gotten plastic surgery. You've tried probably to do these things in an attempt to win his attention or love back, or try to get back what you had that's feeling like it's lost right now. None of these quote-unquote outer approaches really work, because what's necessary is more of an inner shift, and I'll go into what that is in a second. If the things that you've attempted have helped, they only have helped for a little while, and then everything fell right back, right? Let me know if this is making sense. Let me know if this is your experience. Let me know what you've tried. Let me know what your questions are. I do look through the comments. The real reason behind your situation is deeply ingrained subconscious patterning that gets passed down from generation to generation. So even though we're modern women, we still have a lot of stuff ingrained in us from the lives that our ancestors had to go through. Even just 50, 100 years ago, women weren't free to be themselves. They mostly had to give sex in order to survive, right? To make their husbands happy. They had to do whatever in order to just be fed and housed. And obviously that didn't create a loving bond and a loving union. That's just one example. There's also, biologically speaking, deep subconscious programs that make us so we become tired of our mate in an intention to move on and procreate with other people for the survival of the species. Why these things haven't worked or only worked for a short while is that the reason why you and your husband have drifted apart and kind of landed in the roommate zone are much deeper. On the surface, it seems like it's all these past hurts and resentments that just have built because you've been together over time, right? It seems like, okay, because when you're with somebody over time, there's just more time for stuff to accumulate and things don't get resolved because you're busy or whatever. That's not even it. So whatever these subconscious programmings might be, the fact that you're in the situation that you are is proof that you have them. Just let's say that it's a symptom. And so it's literally like a cancer that's gotten into your relationship via your nervous system and your brain, and it has to get removed. And there's people that know how to do that, and there's methods. And one of the methods that I know and that I know works is called family constellations. So family constellations are the fastest process that I know to help you remove these programs and make it so that you can rekindle love in your relationship and actually make it better than it's ever been. And yes, you can have honeymoon feelings every day for the rest of your life with your beloved once you remove those, and then implement a couple other things to help you not create new bad programs, basically. Family constellations are a process, and there's practitioners. I'm one of those practitioners. There might be practitioners around you. So now that you know that that's what's necessary, you can't do this on your own. It's not something you can learn and do on your own. You really have to find somebody to do this with you. So if you end up working with somebody, don't just go to a counselor, don't just go to a therapist, go to somebody who has the skill. Because in my experience, that's really the secret sauce, or that's what makes all the difference in terms of helping couples turn their intimacy around. And so now that you know this, I invite you to check out my other resources. I have a masterclass where I share the 5 exact steps that I take couples through to bring their intimacy back, reconnect a relationship, and create unions that are not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and energetically completely fulfilling, where you can be completely expressed and safe and basically have the dream, right? I believe that we're here on earth to have the best experience possible, and the icing on the cake is to have a deeply bonded union where you feel safe, adored, over the moon happy, and that's possible. If you'd like to join a community of other women and like-minded couples, I have a secret gathering place on a Facebook group where we talk about these very often tricky topics. I share Facebook Lives in there, and it's just a great community, and it's better to do these things together than alone. So to join that group, the link to it is below in the description. If you like this video, check out these other videos that will help you get your intimacy back on track. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel to not miss any upcoming videos, and share this with your friends. All my love to you, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.